Dude, the M4 shreds.
Yeah, have fun hacking.
He accused me of hacking. I get it. That was like a sus-ass clip, honestly. Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Origin shotgun. As many of you know, this is a really powerful weapon in Warzone, and with it being a floor loot weapon in Season 3, more and more players are being exposed to this weapon, and it's becoming more and more popular. If you guys do find this video helpful or informative, please do remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below which weapon you would like to see a video on next. My loadout with the Origin is the same loadout that Aydan uses and that Aydan made popular. Aydan was the first player I really saw using this gun way before it was a floor loot weapon and way before really anybody else was using it. So he definitely deserves credit for that. I have on the choke, the Forge Tack Impaler barrel, the 5 milliwatt laser, no stock, and 12 round mags. Unfortunately, this weapon cannot use a silencer because you need the choke. You would have to give that up in order to get the silencer, and that makes it pretty consistent. Not really too concerned about the person I'm shooting at, knowing that I'm shooting at them. Obviously, if we're that close to be able to shoot them with a shotgun, they're going to know I'm there. But just appearing on the minimap really is unfortunate for Warzone, and that's one of the few downsides of this weapon aside from range. When I do use this weapon, I typically combo it with an M4. You could also use something like a RAM, maybe even the CR56 AMAX, but you basically just want an assault rifle that's extremely versatile and can cover like a variety of ranges, maybe even potentially up close. The shotgun is really only good in extremely close quarters, so you need something that can do like medium close range fights for you, since you won't be able to use the shotgun in them. When it comes to your loadouts, you want to have two weapons that kind of complement each other's weaknesses. Since the shotgun only does extreme close range, you need one weapon that can fill pretty much every other need. And I typically go with an iron sight AR that's good at medium, close medium, and maybe even medium longish range. I've seen some people even use it with like a really spec'd for long range weapon like an LMG or a Kilo with a VLK, but I don't really like doing that because your close medium range fights you kind of have a loss there, and I feel like those fights matter way more than extremely long range fights. Typically with extremely long range fights, you can just choose not to be in them pretty easily and navigate the map in such a way where you're not like forced to take that fight. Whereas like more medium range fights, close medium range fights, it's more likely the opponent is putting pressure on you, so that's why I try to use a really versatile iron sight assault rifle with my Origin shotgun. This gun is extremely effective at clearing buildings and dealing with campers. Since campers are one of the more annoying things in Warzone and one of the things that most people complain about, I feel like this gun will solve a lot of your needs, because typically these building campers just play in a really predictable, really awkward way, and the fight itself is just really awkward. It's typically very close range if you try to go into someone's building that they're camping, but it's just a weird fight to fight with the SMG, especially if they're holding the angle already, whereas with the Origin shotgun, you just blow them away, and it makes killing these campers really easy. This gun is extremely easy to use. It takes very little skill, and that's one of the unfortunate things about this weapon, is that the more popular this weapon becomes and the more prevalent it's used in Warzone, I feel like the overall skill gap of the game goes down, because it is good for clearing buildings, it's good at dealing with campers, but it's also good for them campers themselves to use, and they're already really annoying and just really like extra to clear out of buildings if someone wants to hide in an attic and just pre-aim the stairs. If you have the Origin or an MP5 and they have an MP5, it's an easy fight. But two Origins fighting each other is just going to be really random, and it's a really low skill fight. So I dread the day that this gun becomes even more popular than it already has, and the campers themselves just start camping with the Origin. You've already seen some of that, especially early game, because this is a floor loot weapon this season. And I think the game is much better in a world where shotguns really aren't used in Warzone. I'm making a video about this and talking about how good it is, because it is good at getting rid of campers and getting rid of annoying players. But I feel like the more people use this gun, it itself is just going to replace the annoying campers, and then the annoying aspect of the game is just going to be Origin users. There's always going to be something, and that's unfortunate. Going back to the fact that this weapon is floor loot, if you're ever fighting around a building, you could drop your main SMG or whatever for the Origin. I've done this from time to time if I find myself in a building, if I find myself needing to clear out a building, whatever, and I know that the fight that's coming up is going to be good for the Origin. I'll sometimes drop my MP5 for the Origin, because There's fights that this gun just flat out wins and nothing else really matters because you were spraying the other person with the Origin. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. If you like using the Origin, I'm sure everyone hates dying to it. Like it, subscribe. I'll see you guys another time. Thanks for watching. This bitch is gonna eat me. Never mind, I ate him.
That shotgun.
I know it's broken, bro. I'm sorry. I think he's bottom, but I'm just gonna... Alright. I was gonna say I think he's bottom, but I'm just gonna clear top first because it's more convenient to clear it. Bro, what the heck? This man was lost. Scary, he had an Origin too. We all have the Origin. John F. Kennedy timed out, rip. The Origin is kind of odd when driving, because I don't know if I want to have my M4 ready to go or my Origin. Like, it really depends on the type of fight I'll get in. I can't swap when I'm driving. The passing the season is weird.
UAV is out of fuel.
This person has a bounty is in this hangar. He just picked up the bounty I was going for. I think I have my way. How confused do you think he was? He picked up a bounty and then immediately his bounty target like drove into him. That's like very confusing and baffling for players that play this game because normally the bounty target tries its absolute hardest to avoid doing anything the entire time.
Request recon flyover. This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. This is Falcon 3-0.
It's risky running a car with somebody else's trophy on it. The trophy is eventually going to die, and if that player tries to C4 me, then the trophy won't protect me.
Bounty target identified.
Getting
You're
shot
clear
from
to
somewhere,
engage.
but I don't really know where.
Enemy UAV overhead. UAV is out of fuel. Return. UAV is out of fuel. Return. UAV is out of fuel. Returning to resupply.
That's tragic. Bounty target is down.
Dude, the M4 shreds.